Care for people, report the truth. Welcome to GPDN Weekly News. I'm Judy Lee. Let's take a look at this week's world headlines. Thousands of African migrants have been told to leave Israel. The government has said that they will be put into jail if they do not leave within 3 months. The Israeli authority described the migrants who have not entered the country through official border crossing as infiltrators, but claimed that their return will be humane and voluntary. However, the UN Refugee Agency that the policy is controversial and said is against international and Israeli laws. The 2018 Winter Olympic Games is going to be held in Pyeongchang in South Korea, and Kim Jong-un, leader of North Korea, expressed interest in sending a team for Games in February. A meeting is suggested to be held at the Panmunjom, known as the Truth Village, where the Koreas have historically had talks. President of South Korea, Moon Jae-in, considered the North participation as a groundbreaking chance to make the relations better. Although nuclear crisis still exists, and the North nuclear program would be part of any sporting discussions. On January 2nd, French President Emmanuel Macron expressed his concern for Iranian 6 days anti-government demonstrations. In a phone call with President Hassan Rouhani, President Macron asked for restraint and appeasement and told him that freedom of speech and protest must be respected. As a result, French Foreign Minister Jean-Yves Le Drian's visit to Tehran this week was also postponed to a later date. U.S. President Donald Trump accused Palestinians of not willing to talk peace with Israel and threatened to withhold aid payments on January 2nd. The United States is the largest donor to UN Relief and Works Agency, giving away $370 million in 2016. Tensions between the two countries rose when Donald Trump recognized Jerusalem as Israel's capital, which caused anger across the Arab world and concerns of Washington's Western allies. On the first day of 2018, Adam Wagner, specialist in public law, human rights, and general civil law, shared 5 human rights hopes for the new year. Number 1 is to remember the fighting heroes of human rights as we celebrate the 70th anniversary of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. 2. Human rights should play a central role in the social media revolution. 3. Celebrate the 20th anniversary of the UK Human Rights Act, which has helped thousands of people's lives. 4. To have new ideas, visions, and hope, and to let human rights become the national culture struggle for social and economic rights. 5. The rule of law must remain at the center of human rights. Wagner sees 2018 as a test of how powerful the rule of law is in the Western democracies. U.S. President Donald Trump's new national security strategy of December 2017 has shifted U.S.-African engagement from human rights, good rule, business, and development to a country that regards Africa only as market for American goods and services. The Trump team's global strategy outline can be seen as a roadmap for U.S. foreign policy in the coming years. President Trump only mentioned the human rights issue once in 55 pages. This figure is very low compared to the 16 human rights mentioned by Barack Obama in a 29-page strategy document released in 2015. The newly formulated African policy reflected Trump's issue of September 2017. He said tremendous business potential was in Africa, and many of his friends did business there, trying to get rich. In December, Trump also did not mention human rights or corruption problems that the continent desperately needs solving, shifting U.S.-African policy away from human rights but to focus on business. Thank you for watching today. I'm Judy Lee. We'll see you next time.